Nelson Mandela, who once said, and I quote, "The youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow." This parliament proves that the tomorrow is already here, and the leaders have arrived. You are not waiting to be invited to the table, you are building your own. Let today be more than a platform for conversation, but let it be a launchpad for innovation, for courage, and for commitment. Let your deliberations reflect not only the challenges you face, but also the vision you hold for South Africa that thrives for inclusion, justice, and opportunity. Let us engage honestly, listen with humility, contribute with purpose. Remember, transformation starts with a dialogue, but it is sustained by action. As we move through the program, let us do with the seriousness of our future that it deserves. May the reports from the Commission, the plenary reflections, and the adoption of the resolution be guided by the values of unity, integrity, as well as accountability. Let today echo in the decisions we make tomorrow, and may the Mpumalanga Youth Parliament stand as a beacon of hope and a change of generations to come. Thank you very much, Program Director, for this opportunity. Let us have a meaningful and impactful session and have a fruitful discussion. Thank you very much, as you are all welcomed.
Sibonge, Honorable Speaker, releboge the remarks. We have several departments that are outside to offer certain services, ne? Those that are willing to test, because I think Honorable Minister of Health is here. We have a program yakhe yokuthi ihlola impilo always, and as young people we must always encourage that we must know our statuses. So the Department of Health ikhona lapha outside kucheka lokho if you need such services. Sine Department of Agriculture, Rural Development and Land Affairs ikhona ngaphandle if you want services depending on that one. And then sine Department Economic Development, Tourism ikhona lapha ngaphandle. Sine MTPA ikhona nayo ngaphandle. Sine MER, Mpumalanga Economic Regulator, nayo ikhona ngaphandle. Sine Home Affairs, ama services that are offered by Home Affairs, nayo ikhona ngaphandle. Sibonge, Honorable Speaker. So we're now going to move to item number 5. As you see that I'm running, or item number 4. Oh, being single champion. Item number 4. So we're going to have a message of support. The message of support in terms of the time allocation, I'm going to be strict on time allocated. And the time allocation as a result of the allocation of the number of seats we're having in Mpumalanga legislature. So we're going to have a message of support from Action SA. We're going to allocate 2 minutes. We're going to have economic front plus, of which is not here. We're jumping it. We're going to have Democratic Alliance. We're allocating 2 minutes to Democratic Alliance. We're going to have Economic Freedom Fighters. We're allocating 3 minutes. We're going to have Umkondo Wesizwe. We're allocating 3 minutes. We're going to have the ANC Youth League. We're allocating 4 minutes in that regard. So, besengichazile ne ukuthi the time allocation is as a result of the number of seats allocated that we are having in Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature. So bengisacela ukuthi sibe in orderly. So we're going to have a message of support from Action SA to call upon Utebo Ntuli. Over to you. Can you come to a podium? Action SA. Can we clap hands? Yeah, only 2 minutes. I will be having my watch here. Only 2 minutes. Over to you.
Greetings to all the members of the legislature, the executive, and all the delegates of the Youth Parliament 2025. As Action SA, would like to acknowledge and appreciate the entire Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature for hosting the 2025 Youth Parliament. However, we strongly reject some of the parts from the reports from the various departments that were presented yesterday by the MECs as well as the HODs. As Action SA, we fully rally 100% of South African ownership for spaza shops. We cannot agree that we must only enforce tax to foreign departments. The government should reclaim all its abandoned and hijacked buildings by the illegal immigrants. We are tired with illegal immigrants in our province. The government must come with a strategy to curb illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants have turned our province as well as the country ungovernable. They are the very same people owning the businesses through the informal sector. We should start mass of government oversight on different companies. A lot of them, especially factories with different skill sectors such as painting, building, haircuts, and nail shop. They are all owned by illegal immigrants while our sisters and brothers, they are sitting at home unemployed. We should start with those small footsteps so that we can reclaim our economy and turn all those unemployed so that they can be employed as well as start their own companies and businesses. Our government must start to put South African first, as well as Action SA has also submitted institution. South Africa should belong to all South Africans. It must not belong to illegal immigrants. So as Action SA, we do support the Youth Parliament 2025 with those recommendations for our legislature. I thank you.
Siyabonga, right on time. We are going to call upon the Democratic Alliance Youth. Can we have a message of support from Democratic Youth? Can we clap hands for her?
Good morning, young people of Mpumalanga, from all of the four corners. As we gather today, we are here to reflect and hold accountable those that are in government that are supposed to do what is right by us. It is true to say that we are not the future of tomorrow. Our tomorrow is right now. And it being right now, it is our responsibility to make sure that we no longer ask to have a seat at the table, but that the table is ours and we are inviting them to come watch our show, because this is our time. It's our time to take heed and to take charge and lead this province so that we can collectively be responsible for the futures of our own children. In saying that, in supporting this sitting today, we also cannot forget the fact that it is the generation behind me today that has quite frankly done quite a lot of things that have put us behind. And we need to hold them responsible today, tomorrow, and every single time we sit on the table and we talk to them. Because in going forward, we need to be responsible young people of this province that take accountability in every aspect of our lives. Even though we support today's sitting, we also speak against it because it cannot be yet another year of a talk show session where we are fed, we are transported, and we are put in nice hotels just so that we can gather. So as much as we are thankful and we give support, just know that we are watching. Thank you.
Sabonga, Sabonga Democratic Alliance Youth. We are going to call upon economic freedom fighters, Wandile Pinga. Can you, as you proceed to the podium, can you Can we clap hands as he proceeds to the podium?
Thanks, Chair. Let me take this opportunity and deploy it by the left movement of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Honorable Ngraye Ngwenya, and our Provincial Deputy Secretary, Honorable Ntsako Mkhabela, and also take this opportunity and greet Honorable Nkateko. Thanks, Chair, and also greet all young people who are convened here by this provincial legislature, and by saying so, all protocol observed. As the EFF Youth Command, we stand before you, this podium, to deliver a simple task, a message of support from the Economic Freedom Fighters Youth Command, which is a youth wing of the EFF established in the 3rd NPA in December 2024. The EFF Youth Command seeks to mobilize young people behind the banner of economic freedom in our lifetime. The EFF Youth Command recognizes that young people compose majority of the country's population, and yet it is young people that are excluded in participating in the economy in prominent decision-making bodies. As I am before you today here, young people here in Mpumalanga, we are sitting at above 35% of young people who are unemployed. This is as a result of many young people losing jobs in this country, especially as you've seen the report, that almost 400,000 jobs have been lost here in Mpumalanga, which it is because of the government failing to secure jobs for our young people. As the EFF Youth Command acknowledges and want to thank the 7th administration for organizing such a platform after 4 years, so that young people can have an opportunity to express their frustration and also seek how can we have a way forward together, working together as a government. As the EFF Youth Command wants to register here that we are not satisfied about the reports that we were given here yesterday. They're not a report that reflects a 4-year absence of this parliament. That report feels like a report of just one financial year. But we want to believe moving forward that from this youth parliament, this organization sitting here of young people, we are going to come out with solutions that are going to make sure that we drive this economy and make sure that young people participate in the economy of Mpumalanga. In closing, Chair, because I can see you are intimidating me. May this engagement not be waste of the government taxpayers' money, but let history remember us here as a delegation of young people that brought solution to the problems of young people in this province. I thank you.
Yeah, Siyabonga from Student Command. Please, those that will come here and give a message of that support, no preamble, because as soon as you greet honorable members that are here, you are eating on your time. Not on our time, but on your time. So you have been allocated 3 minutes. We are now going to get a message of support from Kondo Wesizwe by the name of Pat Malaza. Pat Malaza, can we clap hands as he come forward? Only 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes allocated.
Sibingelele sihlalo, sibingelele Ndunankulu, Sibingelele Somlomo, Sibingelele Segala Somlomo. I am Ped Malaza, the provincial convener of MK Youth League in Mpumalanga province. As we reach the 70 years of commemoration of Freedom Charter and the 30 years of so-called democracy, we as Mkoto Wesizo Youth League, we recognize the injustice of the past and we honor those who suffered before us and those who worked and built Mpumalanga for us. And we also honor the adults who are in charge for now, but as the youth, we demand the machine to come back to the youth, as we believe because the youth is us and we are the future and the present. So, honorable members of this parliament, the youth, I stand before you today to express my innovative spirit for the incredible work that each and every one of you is doing as young leader. You are the catalyst of the change, the champion of the progress, and the architect of the bright future. We gather in this esteemed institution or this event as I argue to the harness of the collective energy, creativity, determined that defines our generation. Let us work together as the youth of Mpumalanga to amplify our voices and to champion our causes and drive the meaningful change of our communities, guided by the principle of our constitution. Our constitution, founded on the values of democracy, which is not the democracy, but it's so-called the democracy, the justice and the human rights, and is a beacon of hope to our nation. As enshrined in the Bill of Rights, the Chapter 2 of the Constitution, we are the committed and the promoting equality, dignity, and freedom for. Let us draw inspiration, the wisdom of the adults. Let us move forward and take the spear. I think my 3 minutes is exhausted. Thank you so much.
Sabonga, your time, Sabonga, to comply. We are going to have the youth league. We are going to come front in the stage as she comes. Can we clap hands?
Receive our revolutionary greetings from the ANC Youth League in Mpumalanga, which remains the only sensible voice for the youth on the province. We will then recognize protocol as it has been already established. Program Director, ngokukhethekileko, let me specially greet the delegation of the ANC Youth League as led by myself and the Provincial Secretary, Comrade Talent. As we greet this August House, Comrade Premier, we wish to remind you of the wee-wee of the wee-wee machinery that is outstanding of the ANC Youth League. Siyawucela umshini wethu Premier. We get at this pivotal moment in the history of South Africa as we commemorate 49 years since the brutal suppression of innocent young people who demanded dignity and respect in their own country. We honor the legacy of the 1976 generation. They refused to accept the inferior education and fought for the knowledge that would perceive their dignity and identity. Today we reflect on the progress made in the youth development. The ANC Youth League has played a significant role in shaping policies that benefit youth. Notably, our advocacy led to absorption of community health care workers into Department of Health with improved salaries and benefits. We also championed the establishment of the University of Mpumalanga, which now provides hundreds of young people with access to tertiary education within their province. Furthermore, the Mpumalanga Youth Development Fund, initiated through our efforts, has empowered young people, young entrepreneurs, creating opportunity and fostering economic growth. We anticipate that this fund will soon yield even more success stories, including the emergence of young millionaires. However, we acknowledge that much work remains. We will call for the revival of Ngwenya College, Elijah Mango, Maria Piane College, as well as the establishment of new campuses in Kondo, Nkangala TVET College in Victor Kanye and Tembisile High. Malibongwe.
Eka, let's have order. I'm having time with me here. So, can we have order? Can we have order? Sabonga ANC Youth League. Sabonga for the message of support. We're going to move to, we're done with the message of support. We're now going to introduction of the guest speaker. Okay, say John. Okay. We're going to now, because of we're having a delay of our guest speaker, Honorable Gigaba, so it's delayed. So we're going to jump the address of the guest speaker. Going to jump the guest speaker, then I'm going to hand over to the chairperson for part B. We're going to deal with commissions, of which is going to receive reports from commissions. Yeah, we're going to hand over to the presiding officer for part B. He's going to run it. Over to you, Chapter Soto. Can we clap hands?
Thank you very much, Program Director, Honorable Sikwakwa. Let me take this opportunity to greet the Honorable Speaker of the Legislature, the Honorable Premier, members of the EXCO in the 7th Administration of Mpumalanga, honorable members of the Legislature, officials accountable to the Mpumalanga Legislature committees. Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. Greetings to yourself also. And greetings to the honorable members in the House. Nyanbingelele. Where I am, I'm standing here. I was observing the proceedings when we were singing the national anthem. One thing that we must always make it a norm amongst ourselves as young people is that we must always keep into cognizance that there are symbols, attributes, and crafts of our history that we ought to always respect. And as I'm standing here, I would want to highlight a few points that standing here, I'm a presiding officer that was elected by yourselves yesterday. So I'm not standing here to represent any political party, but to preside over this youth parliament. Where I'm standing also, I'm standing with a caution to say, or to caution you that whatever deliberations that we'll be making should be constructive deliberations. Deliberations that would say, us as young people, let us stand firm, let us unite, and pave a way forward. Because where we are currently, the only people that will assist us to thrive and develop this province, it's through us being united and coming with new ideas, innovative, and also, as the function of the legislature, holding our political principles accountable. So, since we are entering, or we have entered the month of June, we know that this month is very important when it comes to young people. And we must also conduct ourselves. We must also conduct ourselves in a manner whereby we go back to our archives and history and check how young people suffered for us to obtain this freedom. You go look at the 1976 generation, Uguti, what were the struggles that they were against? The struggle of yesterday is not the same struggle that we are having today. Ours in today, we must make sure that we defend all our democratic gains and develop other gains going forward. And where we are, as the parliament has been opened, we must make sure that we respect the decorum of this session. It is a legislated session of which isemthethweni it's legal according to the proceedings of the legislature. And we must know that where we are live on our Mpumalanga Provincial Legislature page in our media platforms. Please share to those young people that are at home who were not able to come here. Because represented as you are also representing them at home. So whatever behavior that we'll be doing will be reflecting a very bad picture to them also at home. So I'm going to quickly run with the program. We will go straight because the plenary reflections, I think item 8, I've already dealt with them. Yesterday we had commissions and people have appointed or elected scribers and presenters. So in the powers vested in me, I will request the presenters to come and join us for the sake of saving time, because time is also one of the attributes that speaks of discipline. So I will request that the Honorable Ntobeko Ntuli, the Honorable Shannon Mkwena, and the Honorable Cyprian Nkosi to come join us here. Oh, they are already on the other side. We'll just quickly run to the first commission, which is changing the economic structure to accommodate young people and the development and the Youth Development Fund. So each speaker here in the presentation will have 8 minutes. Honorable member, you can come. Can you clap hands for him?
Ngithokoze Sihlalo, Comrade Jafta, Thandukulochisa Wokumundu, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Premier of the Rising Sun, Honorable MECs present here today, Honorable MPLs, delegates, Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I stand before you on behalf of Commission 1, changing the economic structure to accommodate young people and the Youth Development Fund, where we unpacked one of the most pressing issues facing the youth of South Africa, our economic exclusion. Our focus was on changing the current economic structure to be inclusive, empowering, and youth-driven, with a strong emphasis on the Youth Development Fund. Let me take you through the highlights from our deliberations. Number 1, it was textile industry and local production. We asked, why are we still outsourcing material from other countries when we have skills, land, and workforce to manufacture locally? Reviving and investing in our textile industry will not only grow the economy, but will also create thousands of jobs for young people. Number 2 was education and entrepreneurship. The education system is not aligned with the real-world skills. We must introduce entrepreneurship education early in schools. The youth want more than theory. We need skills that allow us to create, not just apply. Number 3 was revive agricultural opportunities. Why are our farms closing down? A key example is the Wheatbank Peach Farm, which once fed communities and created jobs. We demand the reopening of such farms and full support of youth-run agriculture projects. Number 4 was white monopoly capital. We addressed the persistent issue of white monopoly capital and how economic structures still benefit a selected few. We demand genuine transformation and inclusion of young Black entrepreneurs in key sectors. Number 5, funding. It's not the money, it's the access. There is no shortage of funders. The problem is access, transparency, and accountability. Where are the funding offices? Who audits the funds? Are these funds really reaching the youth? We demand visible, accessible, and accountable funding mechanism. We can call for youth to be part of the auditing panels. Number 6, tourism development. We propose that every municipality must have at least one active tourism attraction. Reopen redundant sites and turn mining towns into tourism hubs. Let's turn history and heritage into opportunity. Number 7, economic power and industrialization. The corridors of power must open for the youth. We are rich in minerals, but raw materials are still being exported. We must refine and process them here, create jobs and retaining wealth. The Youth Fund must be strengthened with strict follow-ups on project progress and proper alignment with its mission. Involving traditional leaders. Number 8. Traditional leaders must be consulted in economic planning. Mega industries sit unused in rural areas, yet they hold a massive potential in community leaders when community leaders are involved meaningfully. Number 9, tech in education and government accountability. Intensify the use of technology in schools. Set aside 30% of government procurement for youth-owned businesses. Hold purchase orders. Diversity funding to include youth development stimulus. Stop judging applications solely by credit score. Most youth have debt through no fault of their own. Revise the unrealistic work experiment requirements for graduates. 11, provincial youth fund outreach. We call on provincial youth fund to come to the youth. If they can do road shows, they can collect the application forms from the municipalities. Number 12, disability inclusion. Internship age limit must be raised, and the intake of youth living with disabilities must significantly increase in government roles. 13, sector-specific colleges. We propose the establishment of agriculture and mining colleges, as these sectors are national strength that must benefit the youth directly. 14, social development reform. We questioned why social development budget increases and yet their beneficiaries decrease. Mainstream and track every cent that is required. Help people exit the system through empowerment and not dependency. In closing, Commission 1 agrees the time for polite conversation is over. If South Africa is serious about transformation, then youth must be seen, not just as beneficiaries, but as builders of this economy. We are ready, we are capable, we are the present that hold a better future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. This is what I'm going to do. Ne? In each and every commission, I'm going to allow only one person to make an input if there's something the presenter has left outside. So if there's anyone from the commission, can they raise their hand? I said one, I see two hands. I'll take from this side, from the commission. Mike.
No, thank you very much, Chairperson, Honorable Chairperson of the session. Maybe I was part of the commission. There is just one thing that I want to add, which was very key in that commission, because we realized that there is a need, if we want to change the structure for our economy, to invest more in education. We made a clear call that we want a campus in Mkondo, Victor Kanye, and Tembisile Hani of a TVET college. And then we made it clear that we want the revival of Marapiane College, and we also want the revival of Mkwenya College, as well as the Elijah Mango College of Education. Thank you very much, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. Honorable members of the legislature, I was requested just to do a small announcement that our restrooms are just behind us. Ne? An apology, Honorable Premier, for letting you to go outside. I will move to the next commission. The next commission will be presented by Honorable S. Mkwena, which is relevant education for current socio-economic needs. Honorable Mkwena. You've got 8 minutes. Yes, Honorable Member.
My name is Chunyama Kafu.
Before you proceed, is that what is that head?
It's a point of order, Chair.
Sorry?
Point of order.
Okay. What's the point of order?
Chair, I don't know if I'm mistaken or what, but I believe after you've allowed a member of the commission to add something to the commission, and then you must also allow us, who are not members of that commission, to can add another input. I believe that's the procedure.
My apology. Maybe it's something that I did not announce. We are going to take all the presentations, and then we'll have discussions afterwards. Honorable Mkwena.
Thank you, Chairperson of the session. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Premier, MECs present, MPLs, leaders of the ANC Youth League, COSAS, PYA, and leaders of other youth formation, receive my greetings. My name is Shannon Mukwena. I will be reporting on the Commission relevant education for current socio-economic needs. Honorable Premier, my commission has instructed me to indicate that as young people were gathered in this commission, there's officials from the Department of Education and University of Mpumalanga who could not bother themselves with primarily doing their job, which they are going to claim and get paid for to be present in this commission. And this has indicated to us that the department does not take young people seriously. Having said that, the Commission has noted that in line with the Freedom Charter, the democratic state has opened doors of learning. Government has invested lots of resources in the education system. These affirms, Honorable Premier, the good work that has been done by the provincial government. Even if the aforementioned is true, the education system is still, unfortunately, not responding to the needs of our economy. There is high level of unemployment amongst the youth in general and graduates in particular. The curriculum provided at the basic education level is too generic. Government is still funding redundant qualifications. There are former colleges which have become white horses. Our rural schools are reluctant in introducing technical subjects. The Commission believes that in order to tackle unemployment in the province, action must be taken towards making education relevant to the economic drivers of the province, which in their main are mining and manufacturing, agriculture and agro-processing, tourism and hospitality. The Commission has resolved that there is serious need to change the curriculum to respond to the needs of the economy, that the colleges and universities in the province must include qualifications in key sectors such as mining, tourism, agriculture, and manufacturing. There is a need to revive agricultural colleges as alluded by the commenter on the floor, such as Maripiane and Mango College. Additionally, that the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport and Education must ensure that the abandoned government buildings are used as skill centers to benefit the youth. Private and public partnerships must be strengthened to assist where there is limits in government budgets, because the private sector does benefit in terms of absorbing skilled labor in the system, and this can assist our MRTT in terms of increasing revenue that they can use to work in terms of upskilling this youth in particular, or people in upskilling themselves. Youth must be encouraged to swell the ranks of TVET colleges and to take relevant qualifications, and these must be encouraged through learnerships and apprenticeship from our SETAs. The Department of Education must conduct career guidance as means to highlight the scarce skills and to balance the influxes that it has overpopulated same streams of learning. There is a need for the Department of Education to invest in technology, which is modernization of our schools. The rollout of technological devices at school level is very slow, and the content which is included in this or is inside the devices does not address the 4IR learning methods or robotics, but they are rather e-books, which are soft copies of textbooks that the department would have procured earlier. The provincial government must ensure that unemployed graduates are reskilled and equipped with skills to promote entrepreneurship through the PYEI, the Presidential Youth Employment Intervention. The education system must introduce work shadowing to expose students to real work experience, to test passion, and to avoid people getting into careers that they cannot stand. An example of this would be like nurses ill-treating patients. The Department of Education must ensure that each sub-region has a TVET college. Priority must be given to Tembisilehani, Victor Kanye, and Mkondo. The Department of Education must integrate N1, N2, and N3 in high schools from grade 10 to 12, rather than phasing it out completely. The rolling out of occupational qualifications at TVET is simply not happening, and people who do not possess grade 12 are now excluded due to the phasing out of the NATED courses. More effort must be made in regulating borders to prevent foreign nationals from illegally infiltrating the basic education system. And additionally, the Office of the Premier must zoom into the appointments of foreign nationals as lecturers in institutions of higher learning in Mpumalanga over our own qualified citizens. Lastly, the Commission has resolved on the establishment of Higher Education Commission in the province to bridge the communication gap between the provincial government and the national department. These are submissions on the commission, these are submissions of the Committee on Relevant Education for current socio-economic needs. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. I see a hand. Is that hand for additions? Come again? Okay, let's hear your point of order.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. My name is Peace Makanye. Chairperson, I'm raising a point of order and also addition in terms of what the Speaker have said.
No, Honorable Member, you are now coming out of order. Raise your order so that we rule on your order. When the time for additions comes, I will offer you that opportunity. Can you raise your point of order?
I have a request, Honorable Chair, that those who are supposed to be in the Commission of Relevant Education for current socio-economic, and Mr. Erin Kosi from the Department of Education and Mr. S. Gwanyane from University of Mpumalanga, can we see them? Can we see them, but if, are they available today? Because they didn't come yesterday. Because these two officials, we pay them so much to attend such event, but they're nowhere to be found. Is it possible that they are here today or not? That's my
Thank you
submission.
very much. I think, honorable members. Honorable members, can we have order? That one is, it's not a point of order. It's a... Order, comrades. Order, honorable members. I'm saying that one is not an order. That one is not an order, it's a concern that we'll have to take it with the plenary management of this legislature. Because where we are now, we're dealing with the reports. If you've got other issues outside these reports, raise it with the team that organized this youth parliament. Can we have an addition from the commission? I see one hand. Can we get a mic, please? And then you'll fall. I'll just give you an opportunity to make an input also. Are you from the same commission? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson of the session. Good morning to your good self. My name is Faith Msibi from the ANC Youth League. Chairperson, it's quite unfortunate that what the latter speaker said really gave us a problem in the commission. There are some matters that were raised and that really we needed assistance from the Department of Education. However, we could not engage them. As the chairperson of that particular commission, there was a matter raised by leadership of SASCO within the commission about challenges that they are having with the transitional phase. We then agreed that since we can't speak to it, let us allow the commissioner to speak raw on the floor regarding that matter. So this is my request from the commission, that let us allow the young person to speak to that particular matter, and then you can look into making additions from other members of the subcommittee. That is my request, Chairperson, and it must be stressed that we are coming to this request because the people who were supposed to be assisting us were not there. We don't understand why. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you very much. Can we get an input from the next speaker?
No, Chairperson, thank you. I'm covered by the letter speaker.
Thank you very much. Comrades, honorable members, can we be in order? Can we have order? Let's respect the decorum of this session. If you have something to say, raise your hand so that we can note you. Are you from the commission? Okay, let's hear. Looks like this commission has got issues. Can I close this item so that I can proceed?
No.
Okay.
No.
Order.
Chief, I just want to add.
Order. Can you sit down?
Okay.
Honorable members, when I started here, I said to yourselves that we are here to make sure that each and everything that we've been doing through commissions finds expression. It is not going to assist us to come here and make noise and leave this youth parliament without having any resolutions adopted. If you have anything to speak to contribute, we will give you an opportunity, because this session is yours, rather than trying to disrupt this house. I'm not going to allow hands. Honorable member, can you proceed so that we can go to the next commission? Honorable members, they are acting, they are not discussing. It's not a discussion. They say they are acting from the commission. No, but you must respect the decorum of this session, comrade. No. I'm not going to allow that. Can we close this session? Let's move to the next commission.
Chairman of the session. Chairman, you cannot conduct us in that way, please.
What are you raising on?
Chairman,
Order. An honorable member is on the floor. Can you listen to her?
Chairman, as the lady have spoken, I'm the lady from SASCO who's supposed to speak and add on the commission.
No, we will.
So how can you say you have to move to another commission when I did not speak what I have to say?
Can I resolve on that one? I said we are going to deal with the reports. We will deliberate after the reports. So we will give you an opportunity.
How can you say you'll give me another opportunity? Meanwhile, you've allowed me to speak. Why did you allow me to stand up if you're going to say you're going to move it to another point?
Honorable members, can you put your hands down? Can you put your hands down? Please, can you put your hands down? Can you put your hands down? Can you put your hands down? No, you can't. Can you put your hands down? Honorable members. Honorable member, can you sit down? Can you please sit down? Honorable member, can you please sit down? Thank you. Okay, let's, honorable members, can we have order so that we can proceed? Because now we are wasting time. Yes, we are wasting time now, and we still have other speakers to come in.
All right, honorable members, order. Yeah, put your hands down, honorable member. With due respect, put your hands down. Honorable members. No, honorable members, you must not do that. No, wait. Honorable members, please. Please, we are appealing to all of you. We are appealing to all of you. I'm still appealing to all of you. We allow the process. The principle has been adopted that the member is noted on discussions. He will then deliberate. We allow the commissions to proceed as they were presenting. Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I want to address the honorable member that was standing there. Can I address the honorable member? I'm going to move to the next presentation. I'm going to move to the next presentation. We will offer the honorable member there to present the frustrations after this third presentation. Can the next speaker come to the podium?
No, thank you, Chair. My name is Cyprian Nkosi from Ehlanzeni Youth League. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you, Chair. Receive my warmly greetings to you, Chair of the session, Comrade Jafta Mchali, and greetings to the Honorable ESCO of the province led by Honorable Premier Babu Ndlovu and all members of legislature present here, officials of the departments and officials of the departments.
What is the point of order, honorable member? Order, honorable members.
No, thanks, Chair, for the opportunity. We do not want to be disruptive, Chair. We just want to please help us understand who are debaters in this sitting and who must participate, because we don't want a situation where everyone here speaks here like we do not understand who are debaters. Thank you.
Honorable member, can you come to the podium and proceed?
Thank you, Chair. As I was greeting the officials of departments and those of the legislature, greetings to the Royal House present here and all civic society and business fraternity, and also greetings to you, honorable members of the Youth Parliament from our various youth formations, the important people of today. I must say you look beautiful, comrades. I'm from Commission 3, 2026 local government elections, the role of young people in the democratic processes and elections in general. I will open this by saying this quote. There is an ongoing perception in society as they view young people as a liability and troublesome, disorganized, But today we rewrite that perception. We're characterizing ourselves as the assets and solution-driven and jewel of government institution and society at large. Why young people are not voting? We have noted from the Commission that young people are not voting because there is a lack of information and accessibility from the side of IEC, lack of trust in leadership that we have, and exclusions, in lack of exclusion in political or critical positions in government, socio-economic challenges, nepotism, corruption, and economic exclusion. Not knowing, young people are not voting because they don't know the importance of exercising their rights, and that lies with you, legislature, and to continuously run programs of voter education and the importance of people taking it to polls. And the legislature barriers, which are structural issues, that also hinders young people not to go and vote. And again, the constitution of government, young people don't really understand how government exactly is constituted from its constitution and its governing laws, and the deployments and all the subcommittees that exist in government that are doing oversight. Comrades, young people are not voting because they think voting is just give a politician access to financial growth and family employment schemes. Youth can play a leading role in spreading awareness about voting, and because we are in majority, that means we can encourage more young people to participate in voting. Not, comrades, not downplaying the behavior of young people when we are doing campaigns. We must also have rules of engagement when we do campaigns. Also, IEC must also partner with civic society because it's one of the institutions that are neutral. Then young people can view that as neutral, because once you associate voting with certain organization, that we create a stigma around voting. So you, comrades, you need to play a vital role in terms of encouraging young people in voting. Young people must be taught the importance of voting, because we nearly experienced the collapse of government due to Parliament not passing budget in the recent month. We see that
of mechanical or electrical. Since we all know that mining in this province is a dominating factor, so we plead with the House to say, can they please introduce back the N1 to N3? Since we all know the N4, they are failing to cope. Those students from grade 12, they are failing to cope. They do not know anything about electrical or mechanical at N4. So can they please phase it back so that we cannot have an issue of students who need to go back at homes and not being educated. So we all need our learners to learn and get more experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm seeing, just want to check, are these additions? But we have never went to the issue of discussions. I've explained it very well that we're going to present, we're going to make presentation, and I'll give one to make an addition. And then we will go